Dinner time, come on in. We have been cooking our way through my cookbook, Oh, What's for Dinner? And tonight, by popular demand, because you said so, I'm gonna be making our crispy roast chicken in au jus, all right? I think that everybody should have a perfect roast chicken in your bag of tricks. And I really wanted that for myself, so I worked really hard to find one that I felt like was my signature roast chicken, and I'm gonna share that with you today. So, not too many ingredients, but we're using some things that may be a little different. We're gonna be cooking with fennel, so this is a fennel bulb today. Leek, which I think is really nice, some lemon, butter, my special garlic and herb seasoning, which I'll share with you. And we're gonna use bone-in chicken breast, crisp it up really nice, and then put it in the oven. It's really simple, and I think you're going to love it. So let's get to it. All right, so we're gonna bring everything over here because this is the main event. We've got a lot of work to do on the stove. So the first thing I did was I put my cast iron skillet in the oven and I let it come to a temperature of 350 degrees. So this is burning hot. Do not forget to wear your mitts because this is burning hot. And I did that on purpose because I want the pan to be super hot so we get like a sear on the skin. And I don't know, it just adds to the heat of it all. So let's talk about the chicken for a minute. So I'm using 6 bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs. And I know that raw chicken isn't the most pretty thing, but it's gonna be gorgeous soon. So the skin on is very important. I've done this without the bone. I've done boneless skin on, but you gotta have the skin on because it has to be crispy, right? It's gotta be delicious. So we're gonna get the oven going, get that pan even hotter. And in the meantime, we're gonna prep our chicken. So I patted it down so it's nice and dry. We don't wanna be working with like sloppy wet chicken. And then we're gonna add my blend of garlic and herb seasoning. So I put this together myself. It's a teaspoon of garlic, teaspoon of rosemary, teaspoon of paprika, and a teaspoon of thyme. I will put this entire recipe in the caption because I don't expect you to remember that all at once. But this is my secret little herb blend that goes really well on chicken. You really want to season the heck out of this. Already this chicken is looking a little more dressed, not so naked. Then we're gonna hit it with salt and pepper. Don't be shy with the salt and pepper. Really get that going. No, don't be a little more shy than that. Okay, hold on. Honestly, swear to God. Okay, we can fix this. Hang on. Oh my gosh. It's funny because, so I've worked in TV my whole entire life since I've been 11 years old, but typically I'm usually working with like a co-host or somebody to play off of, and that's like a foil. Like there's someone to like laugh at your jokes or like they make a joke and you react. And in this thing we're doing, I don't have that. So I always say the food is my foil. And you may feel that when you're in the kitchen, whether you're on a show or not, like the food is like a character and the character is playing tricks on me tonight, which is good. We like that. All right, so our pan is super hot and our chicken is nicely seasoned, perfectly seasoned. Nothing to see here. So we're gonna get that going and we are gonna start with the skin side down and we're gonna set a timer for 4 minutes, about 4 minutes on each side. And then while that's going, we'll chop some of our vegetables. I don't wanna overcrowd the pan though, so we're gonna let's do our first batch. And then we'll do a batch of 3 and then we'll come back and do some more. All right, so I've got about 4 minutes on the timer. I'm bringing it with me so I can keep an eye on the time. And we're gonna work on our vegetables. Well, that was stressful. Not really. It's always something in the kitchen. Okay, this is a leek. we're gonna work with a leek today and fennel. And if this isn't something you normally work with and you've never even seen this, fennel bulb it's kind of like in the celery family. So if you wanted to substitute celery, you could. But fennel, it does have like an anise flavor, which is black licorice. And I know a lot of you are like, ew, I hate black licorice. I also hate black licorice, but I love this. And I love this in this chicken because it's gonna sit in the au jus that we create, just the juicy, buttery goodness. And it is going to be melt in your mouth, delectable, unbelievably good. I'm gonna turn the vent fan on higher because I have to be honest with you, last time I made this, the fire alarm went off and we've already had one snafu. We're really crisping up that chicken, so there is gonna be some steam. Okay, so we're just gonna chop up this fennel. It doesn't have to be anything precise, just like some big chunks like that. And I'm telling you, it is worth getting. It tastes so good. You can actually, every single part of the fennel bulb and the fennel piece that I have here is edible. So don't throw these out because we are gonna garnish with these. We're not gonna let anything go to waste. But the bulb is what's gonna go in to the oven with our chicken, okay? And then with the leek, this is gonna give us our onion flavor. And if you can't find a leek or you don't have one, as you know by now, don't panic. You could use a shallot. I would like a shallot in this, or an onion would be fine, but the leek is nice. There's something about this dish that feels very elevated by using some of these flavors that are just a little bit different. Just cutting it into little discs. All right, so let's go check on the chicken. We want to take a peek and we want that to, oh yeah, perfectly crispy brown. That one could take a little bit longer. Got one more minute for that one. We want it to be crispy brown on the top, but not burnt. Oh my God, beautiful. Another 3 to 4 minutes for the other side. Showtime. Let's go add to the pan. We're gonna turn the heat off and remove this from the heat. Just to cool it off for a second. We're gonna add his friends back in here. All the chickens back in there. That pan is so hot, it's not even on the heat and it's doing that, so. Perfect. It smells so good in here. Let's add our vegetables. Let me get my handy dandy scraper. You know I love this thing. In go the leeks. Just kind of sprinkle them in there. The fennel. All around. Oh, smells delightful. Now, I'm glad that the idea was we got the chicken nice and crispy skin-wise because that's not gonna happen for us in the oven. Like, the color that it is now is the color it's gonna be when it comes out. So get it just how you like it before you put it in the oven, which we did. We did a good job today. In spite of the salt disaster, everything else is going swimmingly. Okay, we're gonna do juice of half of a lemon. We've talked about salt, heat, acid, fat, right? How important it is to every dish we make. Now, I'm adding this last because this is what made the smoke detector go off last time, is I put this in first on the burning hot pan and whoosh, it was just like, yeah, this is already so much better. We're not getting that major smoke coming off of it. We really need this juice. We really need, this is chicken broth And not only does it have flavor and it's got a little salt in it, not that we need more salt after what happened, but that's gonna give it flavor and also give these other things something to cook in, you know, the leek and the fennel and all that. I'm telling you, you're gonna love the fennel. So I have 3 tablespoons of butter. Guess what kind of butter? Salted butter. And I cut them up into little pieces so that each chicken could get one, so 6 pieces. I do this with salmon too. I put a little piece of lemon on top just to keep it in place so that each chicken is going to be perfectly buttery. Oh my God, you guys, my mouth is watering. So that is gonna go in the oven for 25 minutes uncovered, and out will come the most beautiful crispy chicken, these buttery, yummy pieces of fennel and leek. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Let's serve it with some mashed potatoes, okay? 25 minutes will give you time to make those. All right. Right. Oh my God, it smells so good in here. I know you can smell this down the street. We'll have neighbors lining up to come over for this. Crispy roast chicken in au jus. And there is plenty of au jus. You see that? Wow. Get a load of that. And that fennel, you can tell, is totally tender. The leeks are cooked. You gotta make this. All right, so we are gonna serve it with a little bit of mashed potato. I love a good old-fashioned Pyrex dish. Oh, they're hard to come by. All right. My daughter loves a mashed potato, so serve it up with that. And then let me get my tongs. Crispy roast chicken. It is so beautiful, but I'm gonna put a little fennel down underneath. Do you see how tender that is? I have been known to just pick the fennel out of here and just eat it. It is melt in your mouth like butter. So take a nice piece of chicken. Look how juicy that is. It is crispy, yet totally juicy. All right, and I'm gonna put that right on that with our mashed potatoes. Don't forget, we can garnish with our fennel because we don't wanna waste. Makes it look so pretty. So that's like just the little like weed at the top. Kind of looks like dill. I'm gonna put a little on my mashed potato too. I think a little herb goes a long way, color-wise and whatnot. There it is, you guys. A meal fit for a queen. This is a delight. Oh my gosh, we had fun making this, didn't we? Cheers. I hope you try the crispy roast chicken. I'm gonna put the recipe below. In fact, I'm gonna have all of my recipes for you for this entire series. They're all on my website. I have everything for you all laid out because I hope that you cook your way through my cookbook with me. It is so much fun. All right, like, subscribe, check out all my cooking videos. We'll do this again. See you next time. Get into this. We don't panic. We don't panic at dinner time. Lid off, or we're gonna have an explosion. Oh. So you spin it like this, like you're the captain of a ship. Don't do this at home. Come on, you wanna have a cooking show? Get a grip.